What's up everyone, Highjumpsean here and welcome to a brand new series for the channel. We have joined the SWPL or the Southwest Pokemon League. I am your coach of the Long Beach Nincada, as you can see up here, and on the side we have little Mr. Nincada. But today we're going to be going over my week 1 matchup against the coach of the Virginia Victinis, my good friend Ashish. So he's also the co-creator of this league alongside with me. So it's gonna be a very interesting matchup. His team is very scary, but it's gonna be really hard to break through his team. I'm not very confident in this battle, but we'll see. We'll see as we go on. But today we're gonna be going over our team for the week 1. If you want to know our draft, you'll just see as we go through. I'll go over it in the beginning of this video, just so you know who is on my team. Just for you guys, let me pull it up so I can read it off to you guys, so you guys don't feel kind of left out. So let's pop right into it. So we're both 0-0, so no one's really got the advantage here. But my team consists of Mega Manectric, Sylveon, Scizor, Starmie, Hydreigon, Arcanine, Mamoswine, Tangrowth, Medicham, Miltank, and Omastar. So before I go into my first pick, as you can see, Fluffy here, beautiful as ever. The tiering worked, was based off Smogon tiers for our draft. So we got 1 Mega Choice, 3 OU, 3 UU, 2 RU, and 2 NU and below. So that is how we determine the draft order. The draft picks. So it's somewhat balanced. You have to pick from lower tiers. You can't just rely on OU and UU Mons, but mainly that's what teams consist of, with an RU and NU Mon thrown in there. But I'm going to quickly run through this team and what certain coverage is there for certain things on his team. I'll go over his team real quick as well, if I can remember on the top of my head. He has a Victini, which he free picked. My free pick was Sylveon. He has Victini, Manaphy, and Celebi. Probably one of the most disgusting fire water grass cores. I actually helped him build this team, and now I'm regretting it because it was a team I wanted, but he already chose Victini, so there was really no point grabbing it. But he's also got a Mega Scizor, which is super scary. He's got an Umbreon, the fat Umbreon, Cobalion, Salamence. Salamence is a huge threat, but I'm not really afraid. I do have a Mamoswine with Ice Shard, so I'm not really afraid of the Salamence as right now. And I have a Sylveon. He has to go for Steel Wing, Iron Tail. He has to land it. He also has a Lantern in Electros. Electros can be very versatile. Lantern is very problematic. One of the reasons why I didn't bring my Scizor is because he has a Victini, he has a Manaphy, he has a Scizor, he has an Electros, he has a Lantern. So many resistances to my Scizor. I didn't feel like bringing my Scizor. We actually did like a test battle before we even drafted, and I used Scizor, and I told him I wanted to draft it, and he really prepped well to prevent that. So now I'm stuck here with one of my best offensive threats not able to come. So very unfortunate, but why don't we hop in right into our team. First up, we have Fluffy, our Arcanine, rocking out with the Rocky Helmet with the Intimidate ability with Flamethrower, Close Combat, Will-O-Wisp, and Morning Sun. This thing is the ultimate Mega Scizor and Victini counter. This is designed specifically for Mega Scizor and Victini. Maybe Cobalion and Salamence, but Salamence can be with Earthquake, which is kind of unfortunate. But we got a lot of HP investment. Make sure we have that odd HP for Stealth Rocks. A lot of defense investment and some special attack investment. So Flamethrower guarantee kills, I think, a max HP Scizor or a non-HP Scizor, but I think it's max HP. Close Combat is there for the Umbreon and the Cobalion if he so decides to bring it, but Flamethrower probably would do more. We also have Will-O-Wisp for the Mega Scizor, maybe for the Cobalion as well, and the Salamence if he does bring it. Salamence is very threatening to my team, but I do have a Mamoswine, but I don't have a switch in. And then Morning Sun just for recovery. And it's a nice little female because, why not? Next up, we have Mamoswine, our Mamoswine, holding the Choice Scarf with Thick Fat, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Superpower, and Ice Shard. Max Attack, Adamant, with enough speed to outspeed, I believe his... What's the fastest thing on his team? I don't think it has anything above base 100. I think I forgot to mention his NU mons. But I think it has enough speed to outspeed the base 100s at max speed. So that's pretty much what it is. I want the Adamant for extra power because it significantly does more. And we have some defense investment if we have to take, you know, like a bullet punch or something, which I doubt. I think we can take one, but it does so much. Icicle Crash for the Celebi, Earthquake for the... Probably for, just to hit the Scizor, the Victini, the Manaphy, the Cobalion. Like, it hits a lot of his team, including the Lantern. I don't think he's going to bring Electros, but if he does bring it, I have to go for Icicle Crash. Superpower is there for the Umbreon specifically. If I can catch on a switch, get a lot of damage off, force him to wish, so I can bring in my Sylveon, which we'll get into eventually, and Ice Shard just in case for the Salamence, or any chip damage if I need to get it off. So this is our Mamoswine. Hopefully he can put in the work. Next up we have Low Fat, our Miltank, holding the leftovers. Yes, it is shiny because I like the color blue. It has Thick Fat as well. Body Slam, Counter, Milk Drink, and Stealth Rocks. Max HP, max defense with some speed investment to outspeed a non-invested speed like Celebi or Manaphy if it's bulky. Not that I really need to outspeed the Manaphy because it's a Tail Glow set probably. This is perfectly designed to take on the Victini. Victini's V-Create really does not do much to my Milk Tank. It does at most like 20-25%. And that's like a V-Create. That's 180 stab, 270. So that's insane. But we also got Body Slam just in case for paralysis. Counter, that's also there for the Victini. Like when he goes for, say he has Brick Break or something, I can counter it, knock him out because of a lot of HP investment. Or he brings in his Scizor and goes for like Superpower. I think I can live the Superpower. So we'll see about that. Milk Drink for recovery, and then Stealth Rocks if I need to get him up. I think it's like the only time. Yeah, I'm bringing Stealth Rocks. Okay, next up we have Bolt, our Mega Manectric, holding the Manectite with the Lightning Rod ability before Mega Evolves, but it does have Intimidate. We have double Intimidate, just so we can pivot around and get things to -2. We have Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Signal Beam, Volt Switch, Flamethrower for this, pretty much for the Cobalion, for the Scizor, Signal Beam for the Celebi, Thunderbolt, everything else. Excuse me. We also got Volt Switch just to pivot around. We're actually Modest Nature, and we have enough speed to outspeed. Oh, okay, there we go. We have enough speed to outspeed his Ambipom. That's what he has. He has an Ambipom. So we have enough speed to outspeed that. I think that's the same with Mamoswine. Mamoswine has enough speed to outspeed the Ambipom at max speed. Jolly. This pretty much here is just a pivot. Takes out the Manaphy. It's pretty standard. Modest Nature is different though, which is good about the League format. You can invest in your Modest Nature. Next up, we probably have one of our win conditions besides Mamosh. We have Bella, our Sylveon, holding the Choice Specs, Pixelate, Hyper Voice, Hidden Power Fire, Heal Bell, and Baton Pass. I was debating about putting Wish on here, just so I can pass Wishes off, but I decided to go Baton Pass, just in case he wanted to switch into Scizor or something, and I didn't want to predict a Hidden Power Fire. Baton Pass, you know, max special attack, modest, a lot of HP investment, and some speed investment to speed creep a Lantern if he decides to bring it. I outspeed, I believe, by a few points against the Lantern. This is probably our win condition. This thing pretty much almost one-shots an Umbreon, which is insane because Umbreon is so bulky. Especially defensive Umbreon takes at max like 100 and something, like min is like 82. So that's insane. This thing is probably our win condition. It KOs regular Scizor. I don't know about Scizor itself, if he's not running a bulky invested one. And probably our last member, our only response to the Manaphy. I originally put Starmie here with an Assault Vest, but I decided to go with Triforce, our Hydreigon, with the leftovers, with Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Taunt, and Roost. So this thing has some speed investment to outspeed a bulky Manaphy with no speed, a lot of HP investment, max special defense but with a modest nature. This thing is just my only switch into a Manaphy. Ice Beam does so much. Taunt is there to prevent him from setting up. Roost, I can recover. Flamethrower is for the Scizor, Dark Pulse for the Manaphy, for the Victini, for the Celebi, Flamethrower for the Cobalion, you know, different sets. We have no Dragon Pulse for the Salamence, but I'm not outspeeding the Salamence anyways. So this is pretty much our set. I'm not very confident in this team, but I think we can do it. I believe we can do it. Unless no hacks happens to us, then we'll be good. Because we don't want them breaking through the Intimidates on our Mons and killing them. These are our 2 win conditions right here, Mamosh and Bella. I'm pretty nervous for this battle, I have to say. I'm pretty nervous. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're rooting for your Long Beach Nincada, please leave a like in the description. Please leave a like or a comment in the description below. Telling me what's your favorite Mon on this team so far, and do you think we're going to win or do you think we're going to lose? Because he has a very impressive Pixie core between Celebi, Manaphy, and Victini, and then a Mega Scizor with Salamence, Cobalion. It's a very scary team, but I think we can pull it off. Ashish is a very aggressive player, but so am I. We like to pull doubles, so we tend to pull out doubles and then we end up getting in these weird situations. Hopefully that won't happen, but hopefully we'll come out with a W. There's 10 weeks in the season, 12 teams total. I want to end this season with enough to make the playoffs. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys against Ashish in the Virginia Victinis in our Week 1 matchup of the Southwest Pokemon League. I'll see you guys later.